Witch's Hat Studios.
I'm Katz, and this is Brooms.
And this is our first ever Halloween weekly episode.
For this, we go over Halloween news, which is anything new, exciting, or interesting that's Halloween and October related.
We have Prop Faceoff, where we're each assigned a random Halloween prop in a similar price range, and we defend it to the death.
And we do have two tricks and a treat, which is where we go over two tricks, which are false statements, Halloween related, and one treat that's true that we have to figure out and guess right.
I will not be fooled.
Good luck.
All right. With that being said, let's dive into the Halloween news. So what I found this week that seemed like the biggest story was the fact that Halloween Ends co-creator Danny McBride was defending the movie and the direction it went, where it was, let's just say non-Michael Myers centric. What were your thoughts on the movies, Kat? On the movie, Kat?
I'm gonna agree that wasn't really Michael Myers centric. I think that it was different. It was interesting. I liked the beginning, but I just kind of got lost on why we weren't just all about Michael Myers. I feel like that's what the whole series is about, and I feel like that was lost.
Not the entire series. This has been done before where you have a non-Halloween centric, non-Michael Myers Halloween centric movie.
Season of the Witch was good, but...
Season of the Witch was unbelievable.
But this was supposed to be about Michael Myers.
Yeah, I think you can do that throughout the series.
Yeah.
You can have little bits and pieces where you kind of go a little bit away from the main character. But for the culmination, this is wrap up. This is everything Halloween is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You make the pivot then?
Yeah, and
you make the pivot
half
then?
of it.
Yeah, I did not understand it. And
no.
To make him look so weak when he's been this, almost like supernatural type of killer. And in this one, he's, hanging out in a sewer and he's living on, I don't know, rats.
They even addressed it that it was kind of supernatural, like you said, that he kept coming back, kept getting stronger after he was shot, stabbed, oh my gosh, thrown off buildings, whatever, for so many movies. And now he's just, like you said, living in a sewer.
Yeah, and I get the idea, he took a beating in Halloween Kills. But come on, this is Halloween Ends. We want to see Michael Myers at peak strength. If he's going to get taken down, let's see him get taken down at peak, top tier, in his prime Michael Myers strength. Not some old man passing it on like he's mentoring this young man into how to be a homicidal maniac. I
would actually understand if they passed it on to that new boyfriend. I'd get it. I really do. And I think at one point they were thinking about it.
Not for the last of the entire thing. This is it. You could do that if you were to knock out 5 more. Fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that's why
this is Michael Myers Jr.
I could see why
I get it.
I could see why they do it for more sequels.
This was it.
But I just think that it was weird that call me old fashioned, call me basic. I don't know. The whole series, besides Season of the Witch, was about Michael Myers killing people. The whole movies were him killing people. Why didn't we have just that? I would have been fine with just that as the ending. I feel like they just went too much into it. They could have just honestly stuck with how the last one ended, and I would have been fine with that.
I don't know about that, but this was Elm Street where everybody just sleeps fine. That's what this was pretty much for me. So my question to you, Katz, to wrap up this segment, do you think have we seen the end of the Halloween franchise?
For a while, at least. I can see them trying to remake.
So you're
something.
Okay. You're fine.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with it.
You don't have any more taste for Halloween.
No, I mean not necessarily no more taste. I'll rewatch some of them once, but I think the last one kind of ended so weird for me that I'm over it at this point.
I think
there's enough before that.
Even though we saw the body get just decimated.
You think Michael Myers will come back?
I think we're a decade or less from somebody else taking another shot at it, because I just don't think this ended the way anybody's satisfied with.
I can see someone.
So give it a decade. As much as IP gets rehashed nowadays, I think we get a new trilogy and we're back on with Michael Myers. We're back in Haddonfield within the decade.
I could see someone dressing up to pretend to be Michael Myers in a new sequel, maybe. But I'm okay with it.
A new sequel. So you're talking about maybe a straight to Netflix becoming a killer kind of thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Becoming Michael Myers.
I would watch. All right. So let's move on to the next segment. 2 tricks and a treat. I'll start, see if I can fool you.
Good luck.
All right, so we've got number 1. Halloween spending in the United States surpassed $10 billion with a B for the first time in 2020. Number 2, in recent years, sexy costumes have become less popular, with more people opting for scary or humorous costumes. Number 3, the trend of trunk or treat, not a fan, events have declined in popularity in the past few years, reading it weird, with fewer communities hosting them.
I'm going to say trunk or treat. Obviously, it's still pretty popular, so that one's out.
I will take a sidebar on trunk or treat just for half a second here. I don't think that's real trick or treating.
I like it.
Obviously, in the name, it's not either. I think that's a poor excuse for trick-or-treating.
I can see your argument. I just think that some people think it might be safer. They're still getting dressed up, going car to car. I get it.
Trick-or-treating is about instilling some bravery in your child. They're facing their fears. They're knocking that door. They don't know what's on the other side, as opposed to, the sun hasn't even gone down or isn't even going down, and you're out there in a car parking lot and you can see everybody and you're just going car to car.
When you say it like that, you make it sound like really scary. Like,
well, it's Halloween.
Really dangerous.
You're supposed to be a little scared when you're that kid knocking on that door. You're like, I really want this candy. That's the reward for doing this. But I'm also, I don't really want to knock on this door. But
as a parent for the kid, that's kind of scary.
The parents need to stand with them. I agree on that.
Yeah, but they're in front.
This is, it's good life lessons. That's Halloween.
I see both arguments. I actually think Trunk or Treat's kind of cool. I like the original Trick or Treat better. But either way, I don't think it's declining. I think it's still pretty popular, especially amongst like churches or schools. So that one's out. That one's not true. I already know that. Halloween surpassed 10 billion. Oh, I would love for that to be true. I just don't think people spend that much still. I wish more people were involved in it. So I don't think that's true. The sexy costumes, I don't know. I feel kind of hard on that one. Might not be true either, because I feel like people still like to dress sexy, especially like the younger groups. But then again, I can see the millennials kind of like trying to be like more old school, funny. I'm more for it, so I'm going to say that.
What's your answer?
I'm going to say number 2 is correct, because the other ones I don't think are true at all.
You are correct. And I think for me, I will say I like any Halloween costume that is traditional centric. I don't care if it's sexy, humorous, or scary. Give me a witch, give me a pumpkin, give me something along those, skeleton, ghost, give me something along those lines. I'm not as big as like, hey, the new movie that just came out, I'm going to be blah, 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 or whatever. That just doesn't do it for me. I'm saying get me a pumpkin head, witch's hat, skeleton body, and now we're talking.
And that like together.
All together would be fantastic. That might be me this year.
I think any costume, I don't care what it is, as long as like you go all out for it. As long as you look like that character, I think you're that person, you're that character, I'm all for it. You can be sexy character.
So you're going for immersiveness.
Funny. What?
Immersiveness. You want to be like, I just ran into X down the street.
Whatever you're pretending to be, I want to think I'm part of it. I'm walking up to you.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, give me mine. I'm ready here.
Okay. So, number 1. In 2021, the most popular Halloween costume for pets in the U.S. was a pumpkin, followed by a hot dog, and then a superhero. Number 2, the trend of ghosting has become increasingly popular on Halloween, with people leaving ghost-shaped cookies and treats on their neighbors' doorsteps.
I like that. I don't think that's true, but I like that a lot.
We need to make this happen.
I'm excited.
People do this.
Witch's Hat Studios
this year
brings ghosting to Halloween in 2023. I love that.
Whenever you bring cookies with you from now on.
That's cool.
Take candy, give cookies. I like that.
Fair enough.
Number 3, Halloween is the busiest day of the year for the candy industry, with candy sales accounting for over $2 billion in revenue. Okay,
I'm going to go process of elimination on here because I'm not quite sure. Number 1, with it being, all right, pets, I'm not like a big pet guy. I don't have any pets. I don't see a lot of pets, but I've never seen a pet dressed as a pumpkin. I've seen the hot dog. Hilarious.
I've seen the hot dog.
I've seen the superhero. I've seen the cape. I've seen that. The pumpkin, I have not seen it. It seems like it'd be too bulky for a dog. Like, I feel like that's something they rip off immediately. So I don't know. I'm conflicted on number 1. Number 2, as much as I would love for this to be true.
Oh, me too.
I think we're trademarking that. I think we're doing Halloween ghosting. I think we just found that. That's our new thing.
Let's do it.
So I'm leaving that as false for now, but we're going to make it true. Number 3, this has got to be between Halloween and Valentine's. So for me, you're thinking, logically, Valentine's, 1 box of candy for the significant other. Maybe they both get passed back and forth depending on their relationship. Maybe you both get a box of candy, so 2.
Yeah.
Versus each house in the neighborhood, for the most part, maybe like a 70% participation rate, getting enough candy for every child in the neighborhood and kids that come flowing in from outside the neighborhood.
Ideally.
It's gotta be Halloween most candy for the candy industry. Busiest day of the year, by far. Gotta be.
That's your answer?
100%.
You are wrong.
There's no... What is...
All right. Number 1 is correct. The pumpkin was the most popular.
I've never seen a dog dressed as a pumpkin. I've never seen a cat dressed as a pumpkin. I've never seen a fish
2021.
Who is dressed up as
I will
pumpkin?
agree. I don't think I've ever seen more than a handful of pets dressed as pumpkins. Like you said, the other ones I've seen a lot, but not pumpkins.
That's erroneous on a lot of counts, but I'll go with it.
But you got to think also that I think Valentine's Day, you get like candy for like your mom, your dad, your sister.
No.
I think most people do.
You are responsible and obligated on Halloween to take care of your significant other. You do not have to get on Valentine's and Halloween you need to take care of your significant other too. But you're only obligated to get a box of candy for your significant other. You don't have to do the family
I think you're
tree.
right. You're obligated, but I think a lot of people get stuff for their parents.
Try running out of candy on Halloween night with kids knocking at your door.
It's true. But also for Valentine's Day, all the kids have pass out the treats for everyone in the class too.
Okay, and they don't on Halloween. That's erroneous. It's erroneous. Let's go back. Let's get you on the clock again because I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, the most popular Halloween candy in the United States in 2021 was Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, followed by Skittles and M&M's. Number 2, the tradition of carving pumpkins originated in the United States in the early 20th century. Number 3, Halloween is the second most popular holiday for decorating after Christmas.
All right, because I know Halloween. I already know which one is correct and which one's not.
What is it then?
All right, so
cut to the chase here.
Halloween pumpkin carving did not originate in the U.S. That originated, I think, in like Ireland or Scotland. Anyways, in Europe.
Fair enough.
In Europe. So that one's false. That one's not true. I can definitely see that peanut butter cups are probably the number 1, but I don't think they're followed by Skittles. Chocolate all the way. I don't think Skittles is the second runner-up. And then Halloween is the second most. That's true because I know Christmas is the most popular decorated.
Yeah, for decorating. Not popular holiday decorating.
I'm going to say yeah, because I mean, you don't really decorate for any other holidays. I mean, you do, but not as much. So I'm going to say that one's true. Halloween
I've seen a lot
number
of
2.
like American flags for 4th of July.
It's just a flag.
Okay, fair enough. So you're going with number 2.
No, number 3.
Oh, you're going with number 3. I'm sorry.
3.
Number
Halloween
3
is the second most.
You would be in fact correct.
Shocker.
Yep. And for the candy, number 1 was Skittles in 2021. So you were a little off on that.
I think people are off on that. Chocolate all the way.
All right. Pass it back to me. What do we got?
All right. Good luck. And number 1. In recent years, Halloween has become the most popular holiday for millennials, surpassing Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Number 2. The first recorded instance of trick-or-treating in the U.S. occurred in the 1950s. Or number 3. The most popular Halloween movie on Netflix in 2022, last year, was Hocus Pocus, followed by The Nightmare Before Christmas, and then The Addams Family.
Okay, again, going through a process of elimination here. As much as I would like to think that with Halloween being the hip, cool holiday, it could be number 1 for millennials, I think the reason that it's not, even though it's the most affordable holiday, it's just a little bit of candy. You don't have to buy presents for people. You don't have to bring a big Thanksgiving turkey.
Costume.
It's cost effective. It's a cost effective, fun holiday.
Not for us.
You don't get the time off from work. You don't get the time off from school. And you should, but you don't.
Yes.
So I think that keeps it Christmas and Thanksgiving for millennials. I think will top Halloween just because of time off, not so much the holiday theme.
As a millennial, I think that should be changed.
All right. Number 2, it's got to be trick-or-treating earlier than 1950s, like 1920s at least. So I think that's definitely false. Popular Halloween movies, I don't know about it being on Netflix. I think it might have been on Disney Plus or something like that. But Hocus Pocus, followed by Nightmare Before Christmas, that checks out. I think those are everybody's, they're in your top 5, probably your top 2 for most everybody.
But then the Addams Family?
Addams Family, I don't know about it. I'm not that big on Addams Family. I thought Wednesday Addams was really cool. But Addams Family in general, I've never been like a huge fan.
No.
We'll have to do like some content with our Mount Rushmore of Halloween movies eventually, but I don't think Addams Family would make my list. But that is what I'm going for the true treat statement, number 3.
Number 3, you are correct.
All right.
And Netflix said that it was the most popular Halloween movie on the platform in 2022, followed again by Night Before Christmas, and then The Addams Family.
All right, fair enough. Back to you. Okay, number 1. In 2021, the average American household spent over $200 on Halloween-related expenses. Number 2, the popular Halloween candy corn, was invented in the 1930s by a candy maker named George Renninger. Number 3, Halloween is the busiest day of the year for the U.S. Postal Service, with more packages and letters being sent on Halloween than any other day.
Who sends packages on Halloween?
You would be surprised.
Oh yeah, you are?
I have a lot going on this
Okay.
year, and hopefully a lot incoming.
Oh, gosh, I wish that was true. Send me packages. I'll send you guys packages. I don't think mail though. Like, what are you sending more on?
Tricks or treats?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
It's easy. I've got just like a ton going off my head right now what I could send out.
I mean, you're not sending out like Halloween greeting cards or
Who's to say you're not?
invitation. Are you?
Yeah, I told you I've got a lot going out this year. But okay, so you're knocking out the list. I'm not going to let you just knock this forever. So let's go to the next
All right,
one.
I don't think that's true at all. I don't know if anyone would be like, I got to send stuff out for Halloween.
Okay.
That one's out.
We've discussed
That one's out.
I'm a believer.
Average household spent over 200. Oh, I wish this was true.
This household did. Small sample size, this household did.
But we're not the average household. I know a lot of people, especially in our neighborhood, that don't decorate for Halloween. So if I don't see it on the outside, I don't think it's going on the inside that much.
Okay.
Show me that you're into it. So no, I wish it was 200 for every average household, but.
So you're going with this candy maker that you've never heard of before.
I have no idea
You're
who this guy
putting your
is.
faith in George Candy Corn Renninger.
And the year. Yeah, the 1930s. I know nothing about candy corn. I try to steer clear of it. So.
I'll tell you what. You are correct. George Renninger did in fact invent candy corn. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what science was involved.
No idea.
I don't know, what were we looking at? Like candy broccoli, candy, pinto bean, and then he went candy corn. I don't know what led up to the hypothesis and what made it, but candy corn has been a huge hit. Let's be honest.
It has.
You may have mixed feelings on it. It's everywhere.
Do you like it?
This stuff is everywhere. Do I enjoy it? No.
No.
But it's everywhere.
I like seeing it in people's house. It makes me think of Halloween, but I don't like
it's an
it.
epidemic. All right, pass it back to me.
All right, number 3, round 3. And number 1, in 2021, the most searched for Halloween costume on Google was Squid Game. It's a pretty big hit. Number 2, the tradition of carving pumpkins originated in the U.S. in the 19th century. I gave you this answer already.
Too old.
Well, there you go. Number 3, the color orange is associated with Halloween because it represents the harvest season and the changing colors of the leaves.
Okay. Squid Game, people say was good. I didn't watch a whole bunch of it. I think I watched like one episode. No, I watched like one episode.
Oh, I didn't watch
it. It was just, I don't know. I didn't have the mindset for it. But
I know it was pretty popular.
I don't think it was the number 1 Halloween costume.
Really?
Looked up. No, I don't think that
saw
many
a
people
lot of people in the Squid Game costumes.
I don't think a lot of people wanted to be Squid Game. Number 2, the tradition of carving pumpkins originated in the United States in the 19th century. That's way too old. I think it was much more recent for that. Number 3, the color orange is associated with Halloween because it represents the harvest season, changing colors of leaves. You could not have picked an easier one. That's 100% true. I've seen a lot of orange at Halloween, and I have to think and have to imagine it has something to do with the leaves changing.
I gotta let you win some. Okay. Yes, you're correct. It is associated with the harvest and changing color of the leaves. Also, black tends to be paired with orange because it represents mystery and darkness.
Tell me more that I don't know.
Okay.
I'm aware of the color scheme for Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, but fun. I had a good time. You couldn't get past me, but it's fine.
You missed one.
Well, anybody can miss that one. But let's go to Prop Faceoff. I'm very excited for this segment.
Bring it on.
So we'll go round 1. And I'm going to put a little time on the clock for us to go back and forth here. So, of course, Prop Faceoff, before we dive in, what we did here, we used ChatGPT, maybe you've heard of it, to give us a random Halloween prop in a similar price range, one assigned for cats, one assigned for me, that we would fight for to the death. They'll be here on screen, and we're going to duke it out right now.
This is completely random. I did not pick these.
No, these are not handpicked.
Bruce did not pick these. Some of these we would not pick. We're just going to defend them like we would.
This is really testing just your Halloween acumen here and how much you can see, just your prop aptitude.
What you could use it for. How well you can defend something.
All right, let's dive in. I've got Fun Express Bloody Handprint Disposable Cups, bulk set of 50, scary Halloween party supplies.
All right, I got the Breeze Large 43-inch Ghost Windsock hanging Halloween decoration.
Okay, and I'll say for mine, if you get handed this cup at a party with this red handprint, all of a sudden you're thinking, I thought I was at a regular Halloween party, but did someone get stabbed? Is someone hurt? Is everybody okay? And it just ups the spooky factor 1,000,000%.
That's a good one. That's good. No, I think mine's better because you hang him outside. If there's a breeze blowing at all, strong or not, he is creepy. He's going to be moving in the wind. You put some noise with him, he's going to sound really creepy like a ghost. And you can see him anywhere. You don't got to be handed him. it at a party to see him. You can see him anytime when you pass by, whether you're a trick-or-treater or if you're just driving by in a car. So everyone sees him, and he can be outside. He can be scary, or he can be family-oriented. Mine's better.
What do you guys think? Halloween prop face-off number 2. I've got 21-inch LED black jumping spider animatronic.
I have the 5-foot pose and stay life-size skeleton with opposable joints.
A spider is a Halloween classic. And if you've got some kids walking up on the porch going trick-or-treating, or you've got people over for a Halloween party, and the spider looks like it's just sitting there, just kind of hanging out, and you're like, oh man, that's a pretty big spider, that's cool. Next thing you know, it's jumping right after you. I mean, that is what we want here. That's what we want, jump scares. That's Halloween.
Jump scares are
Jump scares
really
from a spider.
fun. But I think mine's better because you can move him and put him in any position, anywhere, pretty much, that you want him. He can be outside, creepy, like above the candy bowl for trick-or-treaters. He could be at your piano, like ours was, playing the piano. You put him in a hat. Or he'd be on the table where you're eating out of him, like you're eating out of a dead skeleton body. I think it's cool. It's versatile. You can put it anywhere. You can put it up in the background for pictures for Halloween. Mine's just going to be more versatile and can fit into any theme or decor.
What do you guys think? Halloween prop face-off number 3. I've got the Nightmare Before Christmas Disney 6-foot singing animated life-size Halloween decoration Jack Skellington animatronic.
I have the 6.5-foot LED Pennywise animatronic.
Okay, Halloween is not all about scares and thrills and chills. Sometimes it's just about the Halloween feels, and nobody brings the Halloween feels more than Mr. Bone Daddy himself, Jack Skellington. This is something that's a hit for all ages, and it will immediately, you can't not get in the Halloween feel when you see Jack Skellington singing in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mine's better because it's a horror classic, started as a book, went to a film adaptation, and it's amazing. Everyone loves it, and they're scared of it. And this guy raises up to be higher, taller than it was when you just walk up to him. When you walk up to him, he gets taller. He's looming over you. He looks scary. He's got the balloon. You put him with some fog. Kids are going to pee their pants. This is what you want in front of your house to scare people and make them really feel like they're at a haunted house.
What do you guys think? All right, guys, that was Halloween prop face-off. Let us know which one you guys like the best in each particular category in the comments.
Yeah.
And also, this has been our first ever Halloween weekly episode. If you enjoyed the segments and you want to see them back, please let us know in the comments. If you have other ideas or other things you'd like to see discussed, please let us know. We're open for feedback. We've had a ton of fun making this. And
let us know what props you'd like us to defend.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we'll be back with another one.
I'm Cats.
I'm Brooms, and this has been Witch's Hat Studios.